You're tuned in to Inside Lowell. Inside Lowell podcast brought to you in part by Washington Savings Bank, serving the greater Lowell community for over 130 years. Make the switch now to Washington Savings Bank. Unicare, offering a variety of plans for people insured under the GIC. At Unicare, your health is their top priority. Repertory 73, Lowell's #1 cannabis shop. Elevate your cannabis experience at Repertory 73. Hafner's, heating and cooling homes and businesses for nearly a century. Become a part of the Hafner's family. It kicks. Boston North Company, offering a wide variety of business solutions to help restaurant and retail clients save money. Boston North. And by Mahoney Oil Company, providing warmth and protection to families in Greater Lowell and Southern New Hampshire since 1925. That's Mahoney Oil. And now, time for another Inside Lowell podcast. Inside Lowell. If Lowell is your home, this is your place. Hi, and welcome to Chamber Chat here on, I was going to say on Inside Lowell, but in the Inside Lowell studios. That's my past radio, spiel breaking through here today. I'm Danielle McFadden, president of the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce. I'm all flustered because I've been having such a great conversation with our guests today. We have Kristin, Yancy, and Tom Coinger. They are the stars of Gaslight at the MRT, Merrimack Repertory Theater, and the dates for that run are October 18th through November 5th. How are you?
Great.
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So I'm going to start with some really fun news. Tom just married Courtney Sale from MRT, and I didn't know, and I was going on and on about how wonderful she is, and she's a ball of energy. And then he said, "Yeah, me and Court live," and I'm like, "Wait,
yeah,
are you the lucky man that you got married?" Oh,
the very lucky first husband of MRT.
that is.
Yes. Very happy to. Our relationship has been great. We've been together for 4 years now through COVID and everything. We met doing a play, and we were 2 Sundays ago we got married.
That's excellent. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Great news. And you're his.
I play his wife in the play. Yes, play only. Very
wife.
big fan of the Courtney Tom union. Yeah.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about the play because you've already had a run in Cincinnati.
Yes, we started the run with MRT's partner in producing this play, Cincinnati Shakespeare Theater. So we did 3 weeks of rehearsal there and then had a 3-week run. We took a 2-week break. Yes. Tom got married.
Yep. Just squeezed it in there, fit it in.
How long were you planning on getting married?
We were planning the wedding for maybe the past year or so.
Oh, okay, awesome.
But when we looked to pick a date, we were just like, no, we have shows. We got performances every other weekend.
The show must go on.
Yeah, that's very important, So this was the only weekend we could have done it.
Oh my God.
And we haven't taken our honeymoon yet. We'll do that once Christmas Carol is closed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so sorry to interrupt.
No, I mean, that's it. We started a run. We met with the cast and the playwright, Stephen Dietz, who's adapting this version. So Gaslight is an old story, but this is a brand new script. An adaptation of the original play, which is called Angel Street by Patrick Hamilton. And so we did some rehearsing with Stephen Dietz in the room.
Yep.
Got new pages every day.
Changes.
Line changes.
I can't believe 3 weeks and then you're on the stage in front.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's
Do you have photographic memories?
No. It just takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to repeat it. It's sort of like your favorite songs.
Yeah.
You get it to be so that you know it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I learn lines. I take walks and listen to it. So it is a lot listening to a song.
Yeah. It's one of the questions we get the most is how do you learn the lines? And it is true. People memorize a lot less things these days. We used to know all the phone numbers.
Yeah. I know. And you used to have to memorize in school poems and different things.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not as big of now it is actors and poets are some of the only people who memorize words to say, I guess people give speeches, may memorize sometimes.
But not really.
No, they have the teleprompter. Yeah.
A lost art. So you are continuing.
Yeah, we keep it going. Acting's been going for 2,000 years or so. It's doing okay.
It's all right.
Sometimes we strike, sometimes we're not on strike.
Longer.
Yeah, a little longer now. With those extra 23 years.
I mean,
you're right.
BC.
You're right. It's probably 2,400 years. Yeah, technically. Sorry. So it just
Anyway,
keeps me honest.
You're acting like you're married right now.
Oh, you know.
We've been working together for most of the fall so far.
Yeah, so far, and we will be working together until Christmas, because Kristen's got to do Christmas Carol as well.
Awesome.
Doing
That's really
my
great.
first A Christmas Carol.
Ever.
Yes. Here in Lowell.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it for the first time. I'm really excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about Gaslight. I feel like Gaslight's such a term that people like use now. So it's a psychological thriller.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's messing with who? Or you're both messing with each other? Or everybody's?
No spoilers.
I know.
All right, that's true.
It is a marriage, so it's complex,
true.
you know.
That's true.
And we all know that moment where you think your spouse is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only 2 weeks married, so I don't know that moment yet. But you know,
Nice save.
once you've been married to somebody long enough, you know, you see them at their everything.
Yeah.
Right. And so this is a relationship that's in crisis. They're trying to figure out, you know, to go or to stay, you know, whether they should stay together. This is from my point of view. But the original play was called
I'm
Angel
getting the
Street.
peek in the inner psyche of his
You are
character.
getting
right
a
now.
little window.
That would have been helpful, like, what, 5 weeks ago?
I know, or maybe I shouldn't be listening.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, but no, the original play was called Angel Street. So when it came out, gaslighting was not a term, but
Right.
it became a thing from the play so much that when they made a movie version of it, they just called the movie Gaslight.
Yeah. The term is from the
Interesting.
play.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Come from
That
the
is
story.
where we
Yeah.
get
Wow, that is
the
really
phrase
cool.
Gaslight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the way that the person messes with the other person, gaslights them, has changed in the original play. I think it was one thing. In the movie, it was a different thing, and now in our play, the method of it is a little different. Which is really nice. So even people who've seen the original play, which is rare, but people who've seen the movie,
Yeah.
will find something new in it, which
Yeah.
is exciting.
That is very exciting.
Yeah,
It's a big play.
Yeah.
it is.
It's really fun,
You
but
look
once we start, we're
exhausted when
off.
you're like,
I do
After each
feel like I've been running
yeah.
by
Yeah.
the end,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's really fun. We did a run this morning, so
We
which
just-
is what I was
Oh, you
reaching
did?
at. Yeah.
Awesome.
10 a.m. to noon. We
Oh
did
my
a run.
goodness.
Yes. So
Yeah, because all the designers come and see, and then they pack up all the props, and it's our last day in the rehearsal room today, and
Really?
now everything is getting transported to
Cool.
the theater. Yeah.
yes,
That's
we're gonna
exciting.
be on stage tomorrow.
So how do you practice, like 7 days a week, 5 days a week? You must hopefully have some breaks.
Typical theater schedule is 6
6
days a
Wow.
week
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Mondays off.
Yeah, Mondays are standard.
So like the classic
Yeah.
lineup, but it depends. I mean, every schedule
Yeah.
is different, and
Yeah.
the times can vary.
Yeah, when you generally do 6 to 8 hours of rehearsal a day, but sometimes if you have a smaller part in the play, you'll be called for a half an hour
Yeah.
because you know you only come on to arrest somebody or something like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. And once you're in tech, it can go up to 10 hours.
yeah. This weekend we'll be in tech for 10-hour days. Yeah, we'll get a 2-hour break in the middle, but we'll have 2 5-hour chunks, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
You have to pace yourself. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
sure.
Yeah, your voice and
Yeah.
yeah.
How many people in the cast?
5 plus our 2 police officers.
Yeah.
So 5 who did the play in Cincinnati. We're all back, and then we're bringing on 2 local actors
Yeah, 2
for
locals.
our 6 and 7.
That's
It's gonna be really
great.
Yeah.
So what do you love most about this play?
You want to go first?
I'll go for sure. Well, the play is set in the 1880s, but it has this way of it doesn't feel contemporary because it's not like there's things that stick out as wrong. You know, it's all 1880s, but the language of it is so clear. It feels there's no translating needed. Some people have trouble sometimes with Shakespeare, the first couple
Yeah.
scenes of Shakespeare,
Yeah.
getting a hang for the vocabulary and the type of verse. But in this, there's no learning curve like that. You just
Awesome.
jump into it, and the language is so, and it's clear, and that's what helps it be a thriller. So there's no confusion at any point. The audience is step for step with us
Yeah.
every point of it. So they get to really get excited with all the twists and turns. Yeah, that's what I like.
Well, I'm going to speak about my character. I'm going to be selfish.
Do it.
But I just, Bella is so brave in this play, and she embraces so much change in such a short period of time, that it feels really great for me, Kristin, to get to experience that. You know,
Yeah.
that's hard to do. And, you know, we make plays about like the day that changed everything, right? Like this is not a normal day, but yeah, I really like getting to play someone who is so brave every day.
Yeah.
And also I like, we were talking about it feeling like a race, but I like how fast paced it is. I like the moments of humor in the play. I think we really need them. And I also love a whodunit. I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan. Yeah. So it is really fun to be doing a mystery.
Yeah.
And it's fun to like be solving it along with the audience. You know, in a show like this, you can really feel people like, like chiming in, having thoughts, like energy.
And why you do live theater, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, often in a comedy, you always know if they think it's funny or not because they're laughing. But in a thriller like this, if they go, or they
you can feel it. It's amazing.
It's one of the best.
Yeah, I
things
have gotten this. I should stop saying. I'm talking it up too much. I got one of my first screams in the last week of our run in Cincy, so I'm hoping for more.
Oh yeah, it's addicting. You
really
get that
fun.
audience reaction. It's just great, you know, because it's so easy to just come to a play and sit back and do nothing.
Yeah.
And so when people are involuntarily like, being pulled forward in their seat, it's just so rewarding as an actor.
We love it. You can be vocal. We love it.
Yeah, so be vocal. I mean, and as you know, somebody in the audience to be able to watch a play versus when you're at home and you're flicking through, you put something on, you're just so passively watching things, and you're a lump laying there, like to hear when you're on the edge of your seat and the energy in a room versus.
Yeah, I feel like more now with, you know, everybody talking about AI and things are being fake. Is this cake? Is it not cake? All these things to pretend. That the theater is ever more vital, is even more vital than it ever was. Because it's really happening in front of you. You can't pause it. You can't, you could leave the room if you need to, but you know, you're going to miss something. And they're really there. There have been times in the play where the second night we did it, our second preview, everything went wrong that could go wrong. Every prop fell, broke. It was like the world of the play was like attacking us. But it was
really
wonderful.
fun. It was such a fun show.
The audience knew, they kind of could tell. We were still, it was a preview, so we were still rehearsing, but it made them more invested in it because
everything was really live.
Yeah,
felt very live that night.
I'm sure some people came back too.
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah. I think it's a play that's worth coming to more than once. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sit somewhere.
Yeah.
Fun.
And I meant to print it out, but there's a great calendar on the MRT website, so it shows like there's Lowell night, like there's different nights. See the preview, Lowell night, all those different aspects, which is great.
Yeah, we love those. There's the pizza night, Lowell night. Yeah, the website is great if you need to buy tickets or anything. MRT.org. It has links to everything and the whole season because this is just the first show of the season. So we're starting. It's going to be a really fun one, I think. Christmas Carol next. Yeah.
When they said there was pizza and beer night at the theater, I thought they just meant like for the cast and the crew. I was like, oh, you mean everybody who comes gets a slice? That's really fun.
It is.
You get a slice. That's really fun.
It is amazing. And there's pizza left when we make it out. Somehow they order enough pizza that it's not all gone.
That's really
by the time we get out of costume. But it's great to talk to people.
You deserve more than a slice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, but that's what I like about it. Theater is a community activity, so I think it's really nice.
Yeah, and doing it here in Lowell, it's great. You can tell the people of Lowell love MRT. You know, they come, they talk, they stay for the talkbacks. They come and talk to you outside the theater. You know, people have strong opinions, and that's wonderful.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure it sounds like the type of play too that people will go, you know, whether it's a couple or a group, and everybody leaves with something different, right? A different, you know, opinion on what happened or interpretation.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's the best part of it. Yeah. Hopefully they get more people to come so that they can have new versions of it.
There's some good one-liners too. I won't spoil.
Well, I think you need to put it on coffee.
I know.
Coffee mug.
We have some phrases for a coffee mug. 100%.
Worthy of it. Yeah.
We could have merch for Gaslight.
Yeah, we need to.
Gaslight merch.
Yeah.
I feel like so many people would just be curious just by that. Want to purchase some Gaslight merch?
Yeah. We can start a little side.
Oh, you
side
don't want? Okay, all right.
You sure you don't? You already told me you wanted that.
Oh,
you don't remember?
Oh my.
Yes. No, I mean, there's been times.
So many layers.
Yeah, it happens. We'll be like, "Where's my prop?" And someone else is like, "Well, you're always losing things."
It is really crazy because what is relatable about that is the like, am I going crazy?
Yes.
Oh,
of it all, of the experience of being gaslit and being like, I did I imagine that?
Yeah.
It's so universal, that feeling.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so scary
Right.
because it's so easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
I mean, I often think I'm right. It's one of my better qualities.
Mm-hmm.
But no, everyone has had that experience
Yeah.
of being like, did I get that wrong?
Did
I make
really,
that up?
Yeah. Did I dream that?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 And then the play really
Yeah.
amps that up.
Yeah, the first 30 minutes of the play especially are just a steadily, it's like getting more serious. It's steadily more serious
Yeah.
gaslighting.
Yeah.
And I for a while, it took me a while to realize how quickly it begins at the
Yeah.
very start of the play.
Yeah.
It's because it's in these, it doesn't just expose the overt ways that people gaslight each other, but the ways that you could be passive aggressive to somebody, or like you could be like, no, you disregard someone's opinion. You clearly think they're wrong, even if you don't say it. All these little subtle
Yeah.
ways that you can demean somebody and devalue them.
Yeah.
It's a great primer on what not to do
Right.
in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
really is.
Leave with some lessons or leave with some pointers on how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever your takeaways are.
Well, there may be, like it is a story of a woman who decides to change her life.
Yeah.
And it would be wonderful if even one person who was in, a not
Yeah.
great situation decided to change their life because they saw the play.
Yeah.
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 It is what is so moving about it.
Yeah.
And it requires a lot of self-trust, which is hard to do, when it's just you and you don't have anybody you're in a bell jar and you can't bounce an idea. You're alone. You have to decide that you're going to trust your own gut, take your own advice, but that's not easy.
Oh.
And yeah. Kudos to the people who do it every day.
Yeah. Who do it for real.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I have to get out to see this.
Yeah, oh my
excited.
gosh,
Yeah.
You, You'll laugh, you'll gasp.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
it's got a lot.
Sounds like a nice ladies' night out too.
Oh, that's
Oh.
really
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think I think that the women characters are much more relatable and believable in this than they are in the original play.
I would agree.
I don't think a modern audience would accept the characters as they're drawn in the original play, either the men or the women.
This is in Angel Street.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
industry,
yeah.
but in this, it's some women that you end up admiring because of what they're able,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're spunky and they have opinions and
Yeah.
they're multidimensional and no one is experiencing the same emotion for 10 seconds, let alone an entire
Yeah.
play,
Yeah.
which is really nice. It's nice for us to be inside of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then you switch gears to A Christmas Carol, and you're both doing that as well.
Yeah.
I know.
I know it's really exciting to get to tell that story again because
Yeah.
it has that special Lowell connection.
Yep. And you were there last year.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and Karen McDonald is coming back to be our
Awesome.
Scrooge. We're very happy.
Great.
Karen is in Gaslight
She
as
is.
well.
Oh my
Gaslight
goodness.
too,
Oh,
yeah.
fun.
She plays Elizabeth, the senior
Yeah.
maid of the
Yes, very
household.
important
There's a
character.
little upstairs, downstairs to the
Yeah.
little Downton Abbey, though it is set in New York. It's not British.
Yeah.
But yeah, Karen will be
Oh,
back.
great.
And then we've
can't
got some
wait to
new
see her
cast
do it.
members.
Yeah.
for
Me?
those- Yeah. Yes, Kristin is one of them, and then a few others too.
Yeah.
And then you have the kids.
And then the kids. So excited.
So
Yeah.
fun.
We had an amazing time working with them last year, and people are coming back. We've got some new faces. It's wonderful.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So that'll run obviously end of November. I think November 29th is
Yep.
the first into.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the last show is Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the last show is
24th.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, generally Christmas carols go from right after Thanksgiving until Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
great.
It's
Really
pretty
fun.
fun.
This is a really fun night at the theater in the holidays.
Yeah,
No.
it's lovely.
I've seen A Christmas Carol a bunch of times,
Oh, okay, good.
but I've never.
So you know the story.
Yeah. But I'm familiar. I think I'm familiar with the story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but already wants to play.
There he goes.
There's a puppet, right? And elves, right? In A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it a bunch, and it's such a fun activity. It's
Yeah.
it's full of holiday spirit. I love the
one of those
story
just
too.
holiday activities. Yeah.
I like Scrooge because I said this to Karen yesterday. I feel like you start rooting for Scrooge early in the play, which is really fun. As it
Yeah.
I think a lot of Christmas stories are really sad, and this one has so much redemption
Yeah.
in it.
Oh yeah.
It's fun to watch somebody achieve
Yes.
better.
Yeah. Yeah, because we all have that Scrooge in us. And it's like, that's
Speak for yourself.
oh, I will. I have that Scrooge in me. I do, and I need that reminder every holiday. You know, I think it's important because there's traffic at the holidays. There's snow you got to shovel. There's all kinds of frustrating things
the
about
pressure
life.
to buy presents.
Yeah, all this stuff. It's
Yeah.
easy to become a Scrooge
Yes,
at that
yeah.
time. So that's why I think even though if people have seen the story before or not, it's an important one because it really does remind you to open your heart to everybody who's around you.
And you get to see Lowell dressed up for the holidays.
can't wait.
Downtown's so beautiful.
Yeah,
during the
I can already
holidays.
tell.
Yeah,
When I got
all the
here, it's like,
lampposts with the wreaths, the lights,
Slow.
and City Hall is lit up for the best.
I'm
I get like
excited.
excited. And then there's this huge smokestack Christmas tree. So one of the smokestacks.
Cool.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Oh my gosh, that
is
is my favorite.
Oh,
Like my
very
kids get
cool.
so excited. They're like, the smokestack
Oh,
Christmas tree.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
so fun.
I love Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm very
so-
excited. I love Thanksgiving too,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
You'll be obviously rehearsing up until Thanksgiving, and then you start the play
Yeah.
runs right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's one of these things where often when you're doing a Christmas carol, the actors don't end up going home for Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
you end up kind of having a Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
With everybody who's here visiting. I mean, are you going to go back to New York?
No, I do have family
Oh, right.
in Wyndham.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Which is really
Oh,
nice.
that's
So I'll get to
great.
have a little bit of family Thanksgiving, but I love Friendsgiving, so
Yeah.
I'll do both.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we
great.
might have both. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Really nice. I should all come.
Oh,
I guess you live here.
I'm sure they'd love that. Oh, okay, they would. Oh, my family would be like, "What? Your cast is what? No,
Oh no, we're a more the merrier
yeah,
family.
No, that's the right way to be.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't mean
yeah.
to blow up my family just there. You guys are great. You're super hospitable. Come see the show.
I already warned them that we go straight through, no editing, so you're stuck with that.
I am. Well, that's
forever.
family. You're stuck with it.
You're still going. You just apologized, and now you're going, wow.
Well, because
I kind of want to go to Thanksgiving at your family's house.
I can hear them
Fly
laughing
on the wall.
when they watch this. I
Oh
can
my
hear them
God,
laughing at
that's
me.
so
That's
funny.
why.
Well, you guys are welcome to come back on and talk about Christmas Carol too.
Oh yeah, we'd love
fun.
to.
Let
We'd love
us
to.
I think maybe
all know about
we should get Karen.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Karen's the big
Karen,
prize.
you need to talk to Scrooge.
Yeah.
Scrooge,
Christmas
yeah,
Carol. Yeah.
Get her to say some bah humbugs for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
There's some more merch, the Bah Humbug merch.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
I know, right?
You could,
I like the
you
Bah
actually you could
Humbug.
do Bah Humbug and sell it at the bars.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
bah
yeah.
humbug.
We do a whole
Yeah.
bar crawl.
Yeah,
called
the
Bah
Bah Humbug
Oh,
crawl.
I think
Should we
just-
do that?
This is $1 million idea, you guys.
Who's listening?
Yeah, well,
Bah
I hope
humbug.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck aren't listening. They take all the good New England ideas.
That's all right. They just do Dunkin' Donuts. Crawl.
Yeah, they do all this. It's like,
They do
no,
dunk
this is
crawl.
our idea.
We're doing the Bah Humbug.
Bah
You heard it
humbug
here
crawl.
first. Inside Lowell.
Yeah, actually, unedited
Yeah,
proof.
yes.
We came up
Yeah.
with this idea.
Yeah,
And
true.
it's
How
copyrighted
exciting.
already.
An
We just
idea.
copyrighted it.
This is amazing. This is what collaboration brings.
Yes.
You know.
Just brainstorming and
Yeah.
chatting.
Yeah.
So for more information, I will post it with the podcast, but mrt.org. You can become a season ticket holder still because I think I'm saying you can, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the first show of the season.
First show of the season, of course, yeah.
So, and just support local theater and all that it brings to our community.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, theater's brought a lot to my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Dividend.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Funny.
amazing.
You know, me and Court live. I'm like, Courtney?
Yeah. See, I call her Court. I try
Yeah.
to be subtle about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I wasn't very subtle about like,
Oh, trust me, I'm over the moon about it. Believe me. Oh man.
that's awesome.
Couldn't be
She's the
happier.
best.
Is she allowed to go to your family Christmas?
Oh,
Thanksgiving?
oh yeah, she
Did
is. She is
she's
permitted.
invited?
Yes, she's on the list.
Did she have to marry you first, or were they like still they were welcoming even when you were?
I let her come before.
All right,
we
all
were
right, okay,
married.
cool.
Good sign.
You know, yeah.
Good omen.
I knew what I had there, so I brought it to Thanksgiving.
You're like, this is good. This is good for everybody. You should come.
It is good for everybody.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, thank you both. This was so much fun.
Oh,
Courtney
thank
said
you.
that we're gonna have fun, and
Yeah.
she delivered. So,
Yeah.
Shows us.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great.
And thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Chamber Chat. We will be back again soon.